Hello, everybody, and welcome to our workshop on becoming a affiliate using AI. I'm Sonu, co founder of Shopper. Most of you may already know me. I'm very excited to have you all here today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to wait a few more, maybe a minute or so, for everybody to join in, and then we are just going to dive right into the workshop. Okay, so I'm going to get started now. So, once again, thank you very much for joining me. Today, the workshop topic is about becoming a super affiliate using ChatGPT particularly. So, today I'm going to use three tools. One is ChatGPT, other is Ahrefs, and the third is Shopper Platform in order to show you how you can actually launch your affiliate site within minutes because generally I have heard a lot of the bloggers saying that it takes them like days and days for getting their blogs ready, getting their website ready, getting the right design they want, and creating content, uploading it, finding the right affiliate partners and signing up to them. So what we gathered at Shopper is that starting an affiliate website could be very tricky, it could be time consuming, and this is where we have tried to make the processes very smooth and streamlined for everybody in the affiliate industry. So last time we had the webinar on becoming a super affiliate, earning $10,000 a month using AI. And after that, a lot of you had written to us saying that it was an interesting webinar, but you would want to see more action into it. You would want to see step by step how we can actually create the content using AI. And I understand it could be a bit tricky for some of us because we may not be like tech savvy or we may not use the right prompts for creating content, but I wanted to assure everybody attending here today that it's not that tricky. It is not a rocket science. We can experiment a few prompts here and there and we can create the quite valuable high converting content in no time. So I'm just going to take you through a brief presentation that I have already covered in the previous webinar, but just as a brush up. So I may just very quickly go through it in 5 minutes time. If you're not able to see my if you're not able to see my screen, please let me know in the chat. So here in this presentation, we have spoken about the techniques to earn $1,000, $10,000 per month. And as we all know, affiliate marketing is very much a numbers game. So if you want to earn $10,000 a month, you are essentially looking at earning $350 a day. And to achieve that, you could actually focus on different types of products. One is where you go for high end products, where you could very easily earn 200, 250, or $300 in commission per sale. Or you could go for smaller products where the number of times people buy those products could be very high. So when I talk about it in the first example, it could be consumer electronics, it could be a refrigerator, it could be washing machine, it could be some laptop, or it could be a high end gaming console. And when you are promoting those products, for every sale there is a chance you could earn like 200, 300, $400. But when I talk about the smaller value products where the number of transactions could be more, it could be like fashion and accessories that people tend to buy more regularly than just one off. So it really depends, like, the niche you are in and what you can comfortably promote to your product. So, in this webinar or in this workshop today, I will very briefly touch upon finding opportunities, on how to find opportunities, how to create content, and then how you can actually use Shopper to create your own affiliate website within minutes. So, the first point is about finding opportunities, and this is a very critical thing. And for this, also, we could actually use ChatGPT, and I'm just going to show you how we do that. So, here on ChatGPT, I'm going to write a prompt. Before I do that, I actually need to identify the opportunities that I can talk about. And in that, I can actually try to create a mind map that what are the different niches, what are the niches that people would be interested in. You could create mind map of all different niches that you could potentially think of. So like, you can think of health, you can think of fitness, you can think of like gaming, technology, fashion, cooking, all the different all the different niches you can come up with, and then you can start focusing on one niche. So in my case today, I'm going to focus on fitness, or I'm going to focus on weight management, and this is the first prompt I'm going to put in chat gpt. So here I'm asking chat gpt that it should give me 10 subcategories in the health niche that I could potentially write the blogs for. So once I do that, now ChatGPT is very quickly creating these different ideas. So it's talking about nutrition and diet, fitness and exercise, mental health, disease prevention, women's health, men's health, healthy aging, alternative medicine, dental health, child and adolescent health. So if I'm interested in any of these topics, I could potentially do that, or I can actually regenerate the prompts. But here, maybe I will just go with fitness and exercise. So this is the subcategory that I'm going to focus on today for my for the purpose of this workshop. So when I've got the first prompt and I got the subcategories or the ideas, now I can actually go a bit more into detail. So fitness and exercise is what I want to focus on. I will go to Ahrefs because that is a category we can definitely talk about, but we need to know what is the significance or what is the search volume, or if we can actually make enough money using that keyword or not. So I'm going to use Ahrefs here, and I'm going to use the keywords explorer, and I'm going to put that keyword in. So when I do that, it shows that the keyword difficulty is very high. It's like 91. So it's going to be very difficult for me to crack into this particular niche. And I think then this may not be the best idea for me if I'm just starting out. So maybe I can actually try and change a bit of my keywords. So maybe I will go for home workouts, or I could go for home gym. So here also the keyword difficulty is kind of it's average because it's exactly half. But again, I think if I'm starting out, I might not really want to look into this category and this particular keyword, and I can go for some other keyword like home gym equipments. I could potentially talk about. That is also the keyword difficulty is bit high. So then we can also go for the related terms, and we can try and find if within the niche there is something that we could potentially focus on. So here you can, as you can see, we have these workout machines as one of the matching keywords or the related terms that doesn't have as high the keyword difficulty. But this is not the only criteria that you should be looking into. You should also consider the DR of the websites that are ranking in the first pages, and also the search volume. So here, if you think about it, all the DRs are like 91, 96, 50 and all. So for us to crack into this particular keyword is going to be very difficult, although the keyword difficulty is medium. But I'm just going to go ahead from here. But when you are looking into creating a blog, please keep this factor in mind that whenever you are searching for keywords, try to find the keyword that have the low difficulties. Keyword difficulty isn't very high. And at the same time, look into the search volume as well as the websites DR that are ranking on the first page. Because if the websites with higher DR, like let's say 80, 85 plus are ranking there, and all the top 10 websites are 80 DR plus, then it will be very difficult for us to get ranked on Google. So ideal case scenario, the best thing is where we have the keyword difficulty not so high. At the same time, the search volume is good and the DR of the authority isn't very high. It could be a combination where some of the 90 plus DR authorities are also DR websites are also there. At the same time, some of the lower DR authorities, maybe like 15, 20, 22 are also there. So focus on that. So for our purpose, I'm just going to focus on the workout machines. So now I know the keyword that I'm going to be using. So I can use ChatGPT to now come up with some blog ideas that will be around workout machines. I'm going to put another prompt on ChatGPT. List 5 article ideas for workout machines. So, like you see, now it has given me quite an interesting ideas, like, so the ultimate guide to home gym essentials, must have workout machine, or comparing cardio machines, treadmill versus ellipticals, stationary bike, or strength training made easy, maximizing your workout tips and techniques, and the future of fitness, high-tech workout machines, like, so here these ideas are really good. But can I really start writing something about it? May not, but what we could also do, we can refine these terms even more. So I can actually talk, I can give another prompt to Chat GPT and ask it to give me more ideas. Like, I think we are having some questions. So there is a question from Antonio. Do you have to subscribe for the paid version of ChatGPT here? No, you can actually use the free version, and that is what I'm using at the moment. What There is another question from Sports Mag, and what's the name of the website where you can search keywords and rate their difficulty? I am using Ahrefs, and that is one of the tools that we use quite a lot in the company. It is a tool that can give you a lot of different parameters. You can compare your competitors, and you can also, like, look into these keywords. What are the best niches? What are the best keywords? What are the probabilities of you getting ranked? So now going back, I'm going to give another prompt to ChatGPT here. I'm now asking ChatGPT to give me the workout machines ideas with affiliate product suggestions, because I'm just trying to experiment with different types of prompts and see what results come back and what is that I'm going to be more comfortable with. So here again, it's given me, like, build your dream home gym, essential workout machines and accessories, or we could do cardiovascular workouts at home, comparing the best treadmills, strength training simplified. So yeah, these are also good. Or what we could also do, that we can probably, because we want to now, like, our target of earning is $350 a month, so maybe I can put in another prompt in Chat GPT, and I can ask it to give me the ideas for the high end affiliate product suggestions. So here I'm adding another parameter to it, and I'm saying that I want to now look into only the high end affiliate products, because the chances of me hitting my target of $350 a day would be way higher. So here we have, like, one of these suggestions, the best luxury workout machines, or the cutting edge Smith machines, like, So we can actually pick and choose whatever prompts you are comfortable with, whatever ideas you are comfortable with, and maybe I'm going to go with one of the. So I'm going to go with the previous one, build your dream home gym essential workouts. This is probably the idea, or this is probably the keyword that I would be looking into. So now I'm going to go back to Ahrefs, and I'm just going to put the entire keyword there. So here, if you think about it, the keyword difficulty and essential workout machines and accessories. So here, if you look into it, the keyword difficulty and the search volume and all are not very high. So I will have to choose another topic here. Maybe I can go for compact and foldable workout machines. I'm going to experiment with different keywords. So here, the keyword difficulty for this particular search term is low. The search volume is also low, not very high as well. But I might look into this because here, if you think about it, there are a lot of articles with higher DRs. So if we want to start ranking for that particular keyword, it may not always be very easy. But now to move forward with the workshop on how to create content, I'm just going to take the articles from here. So we can take the first article, and in the first article, let's see the structure of the article. So this is a very good article that Google has liked. If you look into the structure of it, they have the table of contents, and they have their best compact exercise equipments. Here they have given, like, they started talking about the product. They have the pros and cons. You can click on the affiliate link there, and they have incorporated video. There is explanation about the equipment. They have highlighted the second product also here. So this is one of the very nicely structured and structured blog which Google has definitely liked. And what we can do, we can go for maybe one more example. So this is also a nicely structured blog where here also they have spoken about the pros and cons. They're talking about the product. They have put in the product image. They have put in the links to buy from different merchants. So what I'm going to do, I have already installed the ahref extension. I'm going to go there, click on the structured data. Sorry, I will click on the content, and I will click on the copy headings, paste it on a document. Now I will go to the second blog. I will do the exactly the same thing. Go to content, copy headings. This I'm doing because Google has actually liked the structure of these two blogs. And when I want to create a blog with ChatGPT, I want to use somewhat similar theme or somewhat similar structure. So I'm going to write another prompt now for ChatGPT. So here you can actually experiment by taking two, three, or four um, two, three, or four structures or different blocks, but I'm doing it with only two. So I'm giving the prompt to ChatGPT. I have taken two blocks here, but you can feel free to like take more. And I'm going to paste the entire content here. So like you can see, ChatGPT here is creating the structure here for us. We don't really have to think much about it. It has combined both the articles, and it's creating the headings H1, H2. And this is where we have our outline of the article ready. But what I want to do is that I want to also find the topical gaps, because that is one of the things that recent Google updates is focusing on, identifying the topical gaps. And that's what I'm going to ask now ChatGPT to do. Find topical gaps. And this particular thing we have done because we want to meet the Google's EAT guidelines. And one of the things it has, or like the factors it's looking for, is like the user experience, the expertise of the author, the authoritativeness of the content, and at the same time the trustworthiness. And these are the four aspects that we want to cover when we are creating content. So, although the outline that was created was quite comprehensive, ChatGPT has given more options or more like suggestions, and it's up to us what we want to incorporate, what we really don't want to incorporate. But these are all the guidelines. These are very helpful when we are creating the content. So, for example, we haven't really included the user experience and reviews in our content. So maybe that is something we could do. We have even not created any comparison chat. Probably that is something we could do because Google really likes these comparison charts or any calculators or things like that. And we haven't even provided any safety consideration. That is something like, we should be doing to say, like, and budget friendly options, because finance is something that Google really likes when we are incorporating that in the articles. So you don't have to include all of these, but whatever maximum you can include is always going to make your content better. So now I know what are the topical gaps in the outline that was created. So then I want now ChatGPT to create the final article for me. So I'm using these prompts that we had already shared in the previous webinar. These are ready to you can very easily download them, and you can use these prompts, but you can also write your own prompts and experiment with them. So now I'm asking ChatGPT to create the final article. So I think I'm just going to take a bit of a pause while ChatGPT is creating the response, and I'm going to answer some of the questions that have come in. So there is another question. I am late or missed certain key points. What is the big deal about keyword difficulty? So keyword difficulty is one of the parameters that the affiliate marketers tend to focus on, because higher the keyword difficulty is, the more difficult it would be for you to get ranked on Google. And what happens whenever the keyword difficulty is high, there are a lot of these publishing websites and the established sites that might start getting ranked higher. So it's always, when you are a beginner especially, it's always good to start with low difficulty keywords, because then your chances of getting ranked in Google are higher. You would be able to establish your authority fairly quickly. Will there be a recording of this session? Yes, it will be available on our website as well as on YouTube. What was the prompt you used to ask to combine headings and create our article structure? So, Cheryl, I had actually written a prompt where I said that combine the two headings and combine the two structures and then create one for me. And these prompts we have already posted online, or I think it is something you could download, or you could yes, you could download it online. So if you are not able to find it online, just let me know. I can email it to you after this, because these are already created prompts we have. But always, Cheryl, feel free to experiment with some of your own prompts as well. But I'm happy to share it after the webinar. Will we be able to access a recording of this webinar so we can watch it again and again and again? There's a lot of material to absorb. Yes, Sports Mag, I understand. And it can be a bit overwhelming when we are going through so much so fast in a short span of time. So, yes, recording will be available. And also, in case you face any issues later on, feel free to get in touch with us. We'll be very happy to help you in creating this content. Will you share the prompts you're using today? Yes, these prompts are already ready to download. And after the webinar, maybe when we send the email, post webinar email, we'll probably include the link to that. Do I need to subscribe to Ahrefs? I think yes, you have to subscribe to it, because in the company we are using the paid plan. So I'm not sure in the free plan you have these features available or not. I'm sorry about that. Arnil, if you could please share your details, then maybe after the webinar I can check into this aspect, whether we can use keyword difficulty tool and all available in Ahrefs for free or not. But now let's go back to ChatGPT. So here it has already, created an article. The ultimate guide to compact exercise equipment for small spaces is what they have, and they have given a thorough article here. So now if we want, so in this particular article I have not given any instructions around, the number of words that we need to have, but if you want you could also include it. So I have just given a free hand to ChatGPT here and it has created this article. But let's say example, I want a very in-depth article, I want it to be like 2000 words or something. In my prompt I can very easily include that also, that write a blog with 2000 words like. So now I have this, like the article is already created. But what I also want to do is the content audit. And that content audit is very important because that is something we need to follow the Google Eat guidelines, like I was talking about the user experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and the trustworthiness. So I'm going to give another prompt to Google here and I'm going to paste this article. So I'm asking ChatGPT to do the content audit for me. So if you think about it, now ChatGPT has given me a very honest feedback. So when it comes to relevance and accuracy, we have scored only 2 on 5 because it says that it lacks specific details about the products mentioned. So if you look into the suggestions for improvement, they're talking about the product details, that we should include the specific products. Like we need to talk about the model, the make, the price, and where people could actually purchase it. Because Google wants it to be relevant and it wants to be like the action oriented where people can simply take action also. And when it comes to expertise and authoritativeness, we scored very low because we have not really spoken about what is the expertise we have to talk about this particular domain. And this is where the author bio is going to be very helpful. And if you know somebody who's already an expert, like it could be a fitness coach, or it could be like a personal trainer, or it could be a dietitian who already has a lot of expertise and knowledge in that, having them also on board mentioned in the article will be very important. So now, you may have already seen with the recent Google updates that it's no longer a game where you just put in some keywords into the blog and expect it to get listed. Now Google is looking into a lot of things, and one of the things is about the expertise and authoritativeness of the person who's writing the blog. Again, on the trustworthiness, we haven't really scored very high because Chat GPT recognizes that we haven't put any false information, but it does lack a lot of references and citations. Content structure and readability is good. Maybe we need to, add more images or tables to make it more appealing and easy. User intent and expectations, yes, it is not something we are so we are not, when it comes to user intent and expectations, the idea is that the article should be in such a way that when people are searching for the compact home equipment, they should be able to land on this particular blog. And this is where we should probably talk about some of the reviews, the comparisons, the buying intent of the user, and we should bring that in. Engagement and interactivity. So there is no call to actions and all because we haven't yet added any product images or the affiliate links into the content. So these are the feedback we will take on board and we will start to improve the content. But now, before we actually publish the article, so here I am not making any edits to the content, although ChatGPT has asked me to. But when you are creating content, please take all these feedback on board and change the content accordingly. So now I'm going to create the final prompt here where I'm going to ask ChatGPT to proofread the article. And that is an extremely important part also. I'm just going to talk about it in a minute. So now ChatGPT is creating the article for me. So now, if you think about it, this whole article, the in-depth article with pros and cons about every single product mentioned there, is already here. So if we want, we can simply take away this particular piece and we can publish it as a blog. So, but couple things that I want to really cover here or highlight here is that it was very easy for us to create that content. Maybe it took like 10 minutes or 15 minutes for us to create this content, but proofreading and getting it vetted by a human is a very important task. So when we think about the previous times where we used to write the articles ourselves or we used to create the content ourselves, we may take like 5 6 hours to write the article, and then we will take another hour to proofread it or to correct it for any gaps between the topics. So everything needs to flow. So the topical gaps that ChatGPT had identified for us, it is something that we should also put in our effort. So if we are spending, let's say, 15 minutes in creating content using ChatGPT, I would suggest that we still spend like 45 minutes to an hour in going through the article, trying to optimize it wherever we can, try to bring in some extra bits that ChatGPT might not be giving to another blogger, because all lot of people would be using it for creating content. So how we are going to stand out is from our perspective on the article. So always try to include something that is unique to you. It could be your knowledge on that topic. It could be like, the way you are presenting it, the things you are expressing it, the way you write it. And here, if you think about it, I have not given any prompt on making this article in any particular tone. So, for example, if you are a person who's always been very friendly, you could give a prompt to ChatGPT saying that make this article in a friendly way, and it will give you an article which will be like really friendly and that you can just connect with your audience, wherein some people might want to put it as a more formal thing, so you could give that prompt also, that give it in a formal way. So idea here is that you can use ChatGPT to create content quite instantly, like 10 to 15 minutes, but do spend that 45 minutes to 60 minutes on that article trying to refine it, because that is going to be an important part and that is going to make you stand out from the rest. So now the thing is that we got this article, and how do we start promoting it? What do we do that? And this is where I'm going to take you to Shopper platform, where you could create your blog on Shopper. So here, this is my account. Some of you may not have seen this latest dashboard, but we had quite recently launched it. So I would suggest, or I can request everybody to please go through the dashboard and give us the feedback what you think about it, because we had received quite a lot feedback from all of you in the community, and based on that we have refined it. So please let us know what more you would like to see here. So here I'm going to click on the post, add a new post. This is where I'm pasting the article. This is the topic. So now let's say, like, I am talking about the treadmill. So I want to include the product here. I'm going to Walmart and I'm searching for that product. I let's say like this particular one. I'm using the shopper browser extension to add the product. I like this image. It has already added the product name. I can just change it. And here I want to actually talk a little about, give a little bit of review on this product, but I don't want to write it myself. So again, I'm going to use Chat GPT and click on generate. So now Chat GPT is creating a review on this product for me. It has created, I can go through this and make changes if I want to, like, make any edits and all. I can simply do that. I have selected this image and I'm just going to save it. So now this is my affiliate link and I can copy paste it somewhere. But now because I'm editing the blog, I'm going to click on embed. These are the different layouts we have where you can enter a single product, or you could actually have comparison between two products vertically, or you could compare products horizontally. You could also just use a call to action button instead of showing the product image, or you could simply show an image and not really have a call to action. But I'm going to go for the first option. This was the product I have just added. And here, if you see, it has already popped into the description as well, like my review. This is the thing I'm going to copy here. This was the draft. This is where I wanted to insert. This is I have done, and I can just publish it. And now I can just go and have a look. So this is the one I have just published. And this is where you can see the product has been displayed here. So one of the best things about using Shopper when you are creating the blogs is that all the product displays and everything are already included in Shopper, so you don't really have to spend your extra time in trying to create the beautiful product displays or the comparison tables and all. And the thing is that we already have relationship with more than 30,000 retailers globally. So whichever retailer or merchant that you want to partner with or you want to promote the products for, the chances of us having that retailer in the portfolio are very high. So you can simply or instantly start monetizing your product promotions using Shopper. I'm not going to talk more about our other features, but I just wanted to show you how simple it is when you're using Shopper to create your blog website. And in no time, we could actually go up and running. So now I'm going to go back to questions. So here, like you saw that we had taken the strategy of first finding the niche, like creating a mind map of different niches that we could potentially write about. And then we had used Chat GPT. And for every single step that I did, there was a prompt. So I didn't have to really manually do anything. I had to just use those prompts. And once you create a prompt, you can just reuse them for all your other blogs and articles as well. And that is how you can actually very quickly start generating quality content. One of the questions that we often have is that people ask that what is more important in affiliate marketing? Is it the quantity of articles that you produce, or it is the quality of article that you produce? And as a person who has worked with, like, thousands of affiliate marketers, I would say it is both. So you cannot compromise on either. You have to have your quality content and you need to have the quantity as well, because then only Google will start taking you or start considering you as the authority in that particular domain. So do not compro on the quality or the quantity. Earlier I can understand, because creating a blog could be like really time consuming, because we have to do a lot of research, we have to go through different places to actually understand what is going to be relevant to the user, what is the best thing we should be recommending to the user. But because of ChatGPT, now creating content is really easy. It's all about like the usage of prompts. How well we write these prompts is how well we are going to get the results. So whatever you tell ChatGPT, the more you clearly tell, the better results you will be having. So once you have created the content, the next part is about monetizing it. And with Shopper, you saw how easy it is to actually incorporate your blogs and add the product images and different product displays that we already have. So if there are any questions you have, I'm very happy to take that. I appreciate your work here. Is there a point where we have to pay for your services, and how much? So, Antonio, we provide the platform, like the Shopper platform that you have seen. And Shopper platform has three components to it. So, one is about the content management, like the blog part I showed you. It's a fully hosted platform where you can create the content on Shopper. You don't really necessarily need to have a WordPress website to be a blogger now. You can simply become a blogger on Shopper platform only. The second aspect is about product management, where, like, it is one central place where you can have all your product links listed. So whether you are promoting for like from like 10 brands, you are promoting 1,000 products, all your products will be in one place, and you can manage them from that place only. And the beauty of Shopper platform is that whenever you are sharing any affiliate links, if that link breaks, you will instantly get notified that your so and so product link has broken. And now you don't have to fret that, oh my God, I have already shared it on 5 different places. How do I go and change the links on all those 5 different places? All you need to do is come to Shopper platform on your dashboard, just change the link, and automatically wherever the link has gone, it will just work. And the third aspect of Shopper platform is the affiliate relationship management, which is where, like, we have already partnered with 30,000 brands globally. So you can quite instantly start monetizing your promotions using Shopper. So within Shopper, we have different tiers. There is one free tier. So in case you want to first sign up to Shopper and see whether it is for you and how convenient or easy it is, you can actually get started with the free tier. But we have seen that generally when people have seen the free tier, or they have already seen the power of tool, they go for the creator plan, where you can actually have your custom domain. So instead of having your links in the names of shopper.com/product A, you could actually have antonio.com, and the links will be antonio.com/product A. So if there are any other questions, I'll be happy to take the questions. Another question is again about the Ahrefs. Uh, so Ahrefs actually also has this free 7 days trial that you can try out. So you could just see, like, whether it is something you would like. You can experiment with the tool, and then you need to pay for it in order to understand more about the keywords and the keyword difficulty. You showed a lot of separate products, but your site seems to encourage us to create collections. Can you help me figure out the pros and cons? Uh, so, Meg, like, our site is actually about, so what we want our users to do is create these different collections. So anytime anybody is landing on your store or on your page, they know that these products are categorized in a way that, so for example, on my page, if you see, I have winter jackets. So anybody who's landing on my page will be able to see the winter jackets or the boots or the scarves. So that way the products are quite neatly categorized and put in different collections. But when I was showing you, it was because I was adding different products, and when I was embedding them in the blog, those different products were already were part of my kitty. So I could actually pick and choose the products that I've already put them as part of collection. So when you are sharing, sorry, I think I'm not sharing my screen here. So this is what I was talking about. Like, so here, if you think about it, these products are quite categorized in different collections. So this is the collection for winter boots. So anybody who lands on my page will be able to see all these boots in one collection. So the idea is that you're able to organize your products. But when I was embedding the products in the blogs, it will give me options to embed different products that I already have on my shopper account. So that way you don't have to keep adding individual products. Do you have additional uh, tutorial videos to help with specific tasks? So yes, we do have quite a few videos. We also have a detailed walkthrough video, like how to get started. So you could potentially, like look into the videos, or if there is anything specific that you're after, I'm also happy to like arrange a demo call for you, and you can actually discuss your requirements or your queries with the team. Can't see your screen. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me just add the screen here. So, can you see my screen now? Sorry about that. So this is what I was talking about, Meg, that here we have products categorized in different collections. So idea is that whenever users or your audience land on your page, they should not get confused. So all the products are classified and clustered in different collection. So I have a collection for winter boots. So whenever somebody clicks on it, they can see all the collection of winter boots that I'm promoting. Like that, I have collections for winter scarves or running gear for women, winter gloves, and so on. So this is where the product discovery becomes really easy. And whenever the product discovery is easy, the user engagement is higher and chances of conversions are way better. But when I was embedding the products in the blogs, it will actually show me all the products that I already have in my account. So I don't have to individually pull the products for my blog. And that is where you could see a lot of individual products, but actually those products are clustered here in different collections. I missed the answer to my previous question. Will there be a recording of this session? Yes, Kenneth, there will be recording. It will be available on our website as well as on YouTube. So if there are no more questions, then I'm going to wrap up the today's workshop session. Thank you very much everyone for joining me. And like always, we will be having another webinar in 2 months' time. If you have any topic suggestions, or if there is anything like you would want to cover, you would want us to cover in our next session, please write to us, and we will be very happy to consider that. And in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, you have any feedback, please do share it with our team. We'll be very delighted. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.